Anyway, here now with reaction. Well, we get our White House briefing with White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt. Karoline, you're doing a great job. I watch you every day, and I'm like, it's dazzling to watch. They don't know how to deal with you. They haven't figured it out yet, and I don't think they're going to be able to figure it out because they don't really have good arguments. And between you and the time the president gives the media mob, they can't be unhappy with that because they never got any under Joe.
No, they're very happy with the transparency and the accessibility of President Trump in this entire administration. I was so proud to stand in the cabinet meeting yesterday, Sean, when the president invited the press into the meeting where he went around the table and instructed each and every one of his cabinet secretaries to provide an honest update about what they are doing at their respective agencies. And every cabinet secretary is a rock star. They are passionate about the issues they are leading on, and they are delivering on exactly what President Trump called upon them to do. There is so much good news flowing out of this administration every day. It's definitely hard for the media to keep up with. They don't know how to cover this administration. They are grasping at straws, and it's easy to talk to the press every day because President Trump is doing exactly what he promised the American people he would do, and there are wins after wins after wins every single week at this White House. And we saw those wins this week, Sean. Not just the cabinet meeting yesterday. Look at the CPI report that came out yesterday as well. Inflation is dropping. Jobs report. Jobs are up. The border is the most secure it has ever been in United States history based on the sheer unprecedented record low number of illegal crossings. This has all been done in 80 days because of this president. We had another U.S. citizen who returned home, who was detained in Russia after more than a year. Did you know that the Trump administration has freed more than half of Americans from around the world, have brought more than half of the number that Joe Biden brought home in 4 years? Donald Trump has done it in 80 days. We are moving, we are working, and we're working at Trump speed. And the president has put together just an incredible team that's working hard every day to deliver on his promises to the American public.
But it's even more than that. We had a record jobs report, which nobody was predicting. Inflation at its lowest level in a long, long time, years as a matter of fact. The federal deficit, we learned today that in March it tumbled to a 5-year low. And then you add to that the 75 plus, maybe it's more by now, countries that as a result of the president saying it's either going to be free or fair trade or reciprocal tariffs, they all want to come to the table. They all want a deal. And I'm told that deal number one is close to being finished. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. It is true. We believe that there could be several deals very soon. More than 75 countries have reached out to the administration. More than 15 offers are on the table. And the president's trade team and the president himself are working very hard to negotiate tailor-made trade deals with every country that has reached out. No other president has had the courage to fully use the leverage of the United States of America, not just our economic might, but our military and national security might as well. And, you know, I was asked an interesting question earlier this week by a reporter at Fake News CNN. She said at the premise of her question, you know, Karoline, the whole world is on notice because of what President Trump is doing. And I said to her, that's exactly the point. The world is on notice. The world is finally realizing that under this president, the United States of America is not going to be taken advantage of. This is a president who is going to put our country, our people, and our needs first. And now the rest of the world is calling our administration. The phones are ringing off the hook because they need the United States of America, not just our economy and our market, but they need us to continue providing peace around this world. And they know that they are indebted to us for the stability that we have provided in their own countries for decades. And the president has made that very clear, that the American people are finally going to have the front seat at the table. And thank God for it.
You know, you're right, because it's been 50 or 60 years. The American people have been ripped off. They've really hurt our manufacturing in this country, and even for vital products. And I know maybe change for institutionalists and establishment people is a little bit difficult, but that's not how Donald Trump rolls. He thinks out of the box. He's a disruptor. He's an iconoclast. And it is a complete reset, and the world better get used to it fast. This is the new normal. This is what America First looks like. I'll give you the last word.
This is what Democrats and Republicans have been calling on presidents to do for decades, to reorder the global trading system in which the United States has been ripped off, in which our nation has been bankrupt with crippling deficits with nearly every single country on the planet. Finally, President Trump is standing up and saying no more. He has the courage to use the leverage of this great country to put our workers first, and the American people and small business owners and CEOs on Wall Street and owners on Main Street and manufacturing workers are going to be better off because of the economic agenda of this president. And it's not just tariffs, Sean, it's tax cuts too. And those are coming because of President Trump's determination. The House passed the framework for the budget reconciliation process yesterday. We are moving towards some of the largest tax cuts in American history, coupled with massive deregulation, massive energy boom that's going to lead to even more lowering of prices in our great country. Trust in President Trump. It's an economic formula that works. He did it in his first term, and he's doing it again.
All right, that's our Hannity White House briefing. White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt, we always love having you. Thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.